everybody and welcome to W3L Wrestling Showdown here in the W3L network. I'm Stevie Wizard. Thank you for joining us and subscribing and being part of W3L as we are racing towards Resolution 10, our biggest event of the year, the decade, perhaps ever. Now ladies and gentlemen, a few matches have already been announced for Resolution 10, and if you're a subscriber to Wrestling Showdown, which I'm going to assume you are, because remember, it's only one button click, why not? Then you will know what these matches are. I'll mention them in just a moment. But ladies and gentlemen, we don't only have one massive event on the horizon. We have got a whole cornucopia of live events heading your way throughout September and October. On Thursday, September 22nd, we make a return to Bedlington. Then the following day, Friday 23rd, we debut in Catterick Garrison. We're in Hexham, also a new venue for us, on Saturday 24th, and on Sunday 25th of September we return to Grangemouth. The following week sees us on Thursday the 29th of September going to Berwick upon Tweed. Friday the 30th we're in Musselburgh for Resolution 10. Then on Saturday October 1st we're in Dunfermline, and on Sunday October 2nd we return to Consett. Then later in the month, on the 21st of October we're in Wester Hailes. The 22nd we're in Glenrothes, and on the 23rd we will be in Dunbar. That, ladies and gentlemen, is 11 live events that you really should be part of. And you can be by going to W3LWrestling.com right now, buying your tickets. You can use Showdown as a coupon code for 20% off. Do not miss them, especially Resolution 10. Because as you are more than well aware, I am sure, at Resolution 10, we will see one of the most anticipated main events in a long time here in W3L. Joey Legend defends the heavyweight title against Joe Coffey. That is in addition to the match between Mike Musso and Nathan Reynolds. Mark Coffey is going to be part of that four-way golden ticket ladder match. And just last week, Leah Owens issued a challenge to women's champion Kasey Owens for a contest at Resolution 10. Will Kasey Owens answer this challenge? Well, as luck would have it, she's in action here this week on Wrestling Showdown. The plan is that after the match, our crack camera team will hopefully catch up with her and get her thoughts on what Leah Owens said. But before that, she has to go through Emily Hayden. You may not be familiar with Emily Hayden. She's a newcomer to W3L, not a newcomer to pro wrestling, however, and she's determined to kick off her W3L tenure with an upset, and by taking the women's title from Kasey Owens. Can she manage it? Let's all find out together as we go down to ringside for this week's match.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Joe Fordyce with you on Wrestling Showdown, and in the ring we have a newcomer to W3L, Emily Hayden, leading the crowds in a chant of chicken aimed directly at the W3L Women's Champion Kasey Owens, who is on the floor there at the right hand side of your screen. The championship is on the line. Emily Hayden with a big opportunity to become the new women's champion, but Kasey Owens has started this match in a really bad mood. She's unhappy, referee Kurt holding up the championship, and she's just been wandering around ringside, making Emily Hayden wait for her to dictate the pace, you'd think. And referee Kurt calls for the bell, and this crowd get behind Emily Hayden, and it's not difficult because, let's be honest, Kasey Owens hasn't exactly endeared herself to the wrestling fans here in W3L since her debut back in February when she won the title at Remedy. She's been a fairly bad apple, you might say, and really anybody I think that faces her is going to be supported by the fans. As Emily Hayden reverses in that nice hammerlock. Now, Hayden and Kasey Owens have wrestled each other before elsewhere. They're no strangers, but never has anything quite as important as the W3L Women's title been on the line. And certainly Hayden gives up a good bit of experience, it has to be said. In May of 2014 she debuted, and so Kasey Owens does have the advantage when it comes to the experience edge, but this is Hayden's biggest opportunity in her career so far. I'm sure she's not going to go down without a fight as Owens flips over. but Emily Hayden straight back out. She's determined to make her mark in W3L in her first ever appearance. The reason for this has come about because Kasey Owens flat refused to defend the title against anybody that she sees as part of the W3L establishment, likes of a Carmel Jacob, a Sami Zayn, and particularly her sister Leah Owens. She said she wanted to face some new blood, somebody out with W3L, and so Emily Hayden put herself forward. And you see Kasey Owens trying to wrench her hair out. Of course, last week here on Wrestling Showdown we heard from Leah Owens. She wants to face Kasey one more time at Resolution 10 for the title. I'm not sure that would be effective, of course, if Emily Hayden wins the title this week on the Showdown. Kasey has not accepted this challenge as of yet. Will she? We'll have to wait and see. She's going to have a lot on her plate in this match. Emily Hayden sitting at the floor. And Kasey Owens, has she disappeared into the ring? Looks like she's got under the ring. We saw Debbie Sharp do this not that long ago against Leah Owens. Certainly didn't pan out for her. Emily Hayden's trying to find her. The crowd are calling on Emily Hayden, trying to tell her where Kasey Owens is. But Hayden can't seem to find her. This is the experience edge that I was talking about. Hang on, there she is. Kasey Owens, the right hand side of your screen, crouching in wait, and just drops Emily Hayden with that clothesline. Again, that little bit of inexperience has maybe hindered Emily Hayden slightly. She's certainly got a lot of potential, a lot of talent as well. She's been wrestling a lot, particularly in the past year or more. She's really upped the amount of matches she's had. She worked in Bathgate a lot. She's doing some great stuff over there. Kasey Owens just stomping away at her. Emily Hayden was trained by TG Rage. Of course, you mean him was part of 7 Deadly Sins last year, and he's certainly no slouch, certainly as a wrestler and as a trainer either. Kasey Owens straight for the cover. Only nets for a 2 count as referee Kurt. Hayden launched across the ring, and Kasey charging in and runs right into that boot. I hope she's not underestimating Emily Hayden, because if she is, that title could be disappearing from around her waist. Oh, Banderas on the ring apron. Referee Kurt making a better door in the window as Kasey Owens goes face first into the top turnbuckle, and Emily Hayden feel like she's got a big move here. She's going to come off the top turnbuckle. Kasey stumbling, and she catches Emily Hayden with a shot right to the midsection. Referee Kurt going for the cover. Now, of course, a closed fist is technically an illegal move, but it's certainly effective there on Hayden, who had nowhere to go. She came flying off the top rope there. Now, as you know, Leah Owens and Kasey Owens have been at each other's throats for really the entire year here in W3L. Of course, Leah Owens lost that title versus face match on our Championship Showdown special back in April, and there's to wear the mask because Kasey doesn't like the fact that Leah has been supposedly trading off her image. I mean, they are identical twins, so it's kind of hard not to. But you see that Kasey Owens has lightened her hair. This is just a further way of distancing herself from Leah. And certainly the fact that Kasey's the one that comes out with the title around her waist and Leah isn't is another good way of distancing the two twins from each other. And Kasey Owens with no kind words for the audience whatsoever. And a backbreaker. It's going to slow any momentum that Hayden may have had. And you see Kasey Owens pressing her almost like a bow and arrow type move. Emily Hayden being bent in two. But just nets her a 2 count. Back in May of this year, we last saw Kasey Owens defending title against Lucy Cole. Remember, she walked away from the match. She's walked out and left, so she got counted out but did retain the title. And nobody ever explained why she did that. Oh, look at this! applies the hanging armbar. Now, referee Kurt having to apply the 5 count because it's an illegal assist with the rope, so it cannot count as a submission move, but it's certainly done damage to Emily Hayden. And after that flurry of offense at the start of the match, Hayden's been really struggling here. Kasey Owens has methodically picked her apart. As they've got her locked to, I believe, a Cobra clutch. The crowd getting behind Emily Hayden, I should say, against Kasey Owens. Couple of shots to the midsection. Emily Hayden trying desperately to break out of this one. And Kasey Owens, just a handful of hair, stops her opponent cold. And that's the thing, Kasey's been more than willing to bend and break the rules, and has almost revelled in it. We've seen the way she's retained the title time and time again. And Hayden in a bad position again. Referee Kurt right there checking. And of course the submission can be verbal as well as the tapping 3 times. So he's right there to make sure that Emily Hayden isn't crying uncle. And Kasey Owens has got her locked in place. She's not letting go at all. And Hayden trying to fight back to her feet. Emily Hayden realising that being stuck there is doing her no good at all. Avoids Kasey twice. Bug just runs right into the knee. Doesn't put it away as yet. Hayden had some momentum behind her. If she connected, it would have turned the match in her favour, I'm sure. And Kasey Owens backs away to build up a head of steam. And that's exactly what she does. And nearly takes Kurt out. Not in the way he would like. And you see Kasey Owens goes for a cover. A bit lackadaisical. Could put more weight across the shoulders. But after every kind of big piece of offense, she's going straight for a pinfall. Because Kasey Owens knows that you cannot rest on your laurels. It just takes those 3 slaps to the mat to lose your title for you. And Emily Hayden gets out of the way and runs through with those clotheslines. Emily feeding off the crowd. And a swinging head scissors. Kasey certainly wasn't expecting that one. Now you see she's backed off into the corner. Emily Hayden's got her set. Comes charging in. And just hits her with a drop kick. And Emily Hayden goes in for a cover. She could become the new women's champion here. But still fight left in Kasey Owens. You see grabs the ropes so that referee Kurt's going to have to make Hayden keep back. Of course when you're on the ropes that causes a break. But hang on, Hayden's got hold of her again. Now Emily Hayden does like to hit a twist of fate wherever possible. And a Northern Light suplex on her bridge is going to end it. But Emily Hayden kicks out. Showing some real tenacity here. I think with a little more experience she's going to be a real force to be reckoned with in the women's wrestling ranks. And she ducks the knee, she's doing her scouting. Hang on, and a victory roll. This is going to end it here. And Emily Hayden so close out of nowhere with that victory roll. Kasey Owens didn't expect that one. She's got hooked up. And she drops her down. Kasey Owens face first into the canvas. We're going to have ourselves a brand new women's champion. As Kurt counts to 3. No, only a 2. Somehow Kasey Owens gets out of it. And Emily Hayden perilously close to becoming the new women's champion they are. And what that would have done for her career, or her first night in W3L to become the women's champion. She's setting up. She's going to get some momentum charge at Kasey Owens. She comes in. Oh, and Kasey is with a knee. Rams a knee right in her face. And I think she's knocked her out cold, and she has. Referee Kurt calls to the bell. Kasey Owens continuing the assault. What kind of sportsmanship is this? Kasey Owens with a victory this week on Wrestling Showdown.
People have been saying recently, well, I say people, I say person. That person is someone who, well, kind of used to look like me until I was forced to wear a mask. Excuse my language. I'm a little ticked off. I'm getting people like Marissa, Lucy Cole coming after my championship belt. These people haven't even stuck their toe in the water yet, nevertheless think they can take on my championship. You've been running your mouth, Leah. You've been running your mouth, something shocking. Ever since you've got that mask, you think you're this unstoppable force. Little Miss Aggressive. But you know what? I don't hide behind my championship, and you say you don't hide behind that mask. But let me get one thing clear. You've always been second best. You've always been the second best Owens win, and always will be. So out of pity for you, I will give you that another championship challenge. Forgive me if I seem a wee bit off. I'm very ticked off. I'll see you there in September. Taking this home.
Ladies and gentlemen, Kasey Owens not only retains the Women's Championship against Emily Hayden, but she has accepted the challenge of Leah Owens, and they will meet for the Women's Championship, but it won't be at Resolution 10. W3L management have asked me just to clarify the fact that although champions in the World Wide Wrestling League do have some sort of leeway and some sort of stroke as it pertains to who they defend titles against and where, ultimately it's W3L management that call the shots and make all the decisions. Their feeling is that due to the nature of this rivalry, the fact it has gone on for virtually a whole year, that this feud needs to end one way or another. So W3L management have decreed that Leah Owens will face Kasey Owens for the Women's Championship in a no-holds-barred match. Unfortunately, that won't happen at Resolution 10. Management at the Brunton and Musselburgh are uncomfortable with the potential level of violence and brutality this type of match could bring, and they have effectively refused to allow that sort of match within their venue. Undeterred, W3L management have decreed that Leah Owens will face Kasey Owens in the no-holds-barred match the day before Resolution 10, which is Thursday, September 29th in Berwick upon Tweed. Yeah, the match will happen just the day before Resolution. So, what does this mean for Resolution 10? What does this mean for the women's title match at Resolution 10? You will find out next week here on Wrestling Showdown, and I will get clarification from W3L management. But here's the kicker. What we know is that at Resolution 10 there will be some form of women's title match, which again we will find out about next week, so subscribe if you haven't already. We know that Joey Legend defends the heavyweight title against Joe Coffey in the main event. We know that Musso and Reynolds renew the rivalry. We know there's a golden ticket ladder match involving Mark Coffey and 3 others as yet to be announced, and so much more besides at Resolution 10 on Friday, September 30th in Musselburgh. Get your tickets from our website, and that is in addition to all our other live events on September 22nd in Bedlington, 23rd in Catterick Garrison, 24th in Hexham and 25th in Grangemouth. Then of course on the 29th in Berwick upon Tweed, which will feature Leah Owens versus Kasey Owens, no holds barred for the Women's Championship. The 30th of September is Resolution 10 of course, October 1st is in Dunfermline and the 2nd is Consett, and then 21st of October we're in Wester Hales, the 22nd is Glenrothes and the 23rd is Dunbar. It's a lot of live events, and you can be part of them by going to W3LWrestling.com, buying your tickets using Showdown as a coupon code for 20% off, giving us a follow on Twitter, a like on Facebook, use the hashtag W3LWrestling Showdown, and make sure you do not miss an episode of Wrestling Showdown, because yes, we are getting ever closer to Resolution 10. It's going to be awesome, ladies and gentlemen. I will see you next week right here on Wrestling Showdown.